Good evening to the Makah community. Today is Friday, December 4th, 2020. This is the Makah Tribe's COVID-19 Pandemic Response Update. My name is TJ Green, Chairman for the Makah Tribe, and this message is brought to you on behalf of the entire Makah Tribal Council, Vice Chairman Keith Johnson Sr., Treasurer Patrick DePoe, Councilman John Itis Sr., and Councilman George Chad Bochow. Currently, we have 2 active confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the community, and 7 people are in quarantine. So both of those numbers have come down over the last couple of weeks. The community has done a tremendous job in following the health protocols, and those people that were in isolation and quarantine have also done a tremendous job in adhering to those protocols while in quarantine. And as a result, the council has considered those public health data, and we will be moving into a phase 1 immediately. We've already enacted resolution 128-20, and that authorizes the new public health order 08-20. And I'll be showing that in just a moment here. A couple things that we want to say about this new health order is that pods will be allowed in the new health order. However, only households within the community on the Makah Reservation will be allowed to form a pod. Pods outside of the community, those will not be allowed at this time. You know, the risks outside of the community are still very, very high throughout the whole state and certainly throughout the country. So we're not allowing that at this time. And then also regarding visitors, those things will remain in place for visitors. There will be no personal visitors that will be allowed during this period of this current health order. Makahs may still, non-resident Makahs may still return home. However, the testing requirement will stay in place as is currently. So I will share the screen to be able to take a peek at the health order, just so we can go through it a little bit here. So this section right here, states that there are no new cases of COVID-19 since November 23rd. That's because of the great efforts of the community and those people and families that were in isolation and quarantine. Did a wonderful job in protecting the community and adhering to those protocols. We want to thank those people for their efforts. So right here, household groups. Household groups may be reestablished in accordance with the Makah COVID-19 public health protocols, with the exception that the household units not located on the reservation may not be considered a part of a household group for the duration of this order. Once again, that is because of the level of risks that are ongoing outside of the Makah Reservation. Residents of Nia Bay and traveling protocols, we want to make sure that we adhere to these. This is an area where, where we just need to be vigilant. We need to continue to be vigilant while the risks are high off of the reservation. And so visiting a household unit off the reservation is not considered a safe or essential activity under phase 1. It's a high-risk activity under the current pandemic conditions and is not allowed for the duration of this health order. Residents in Nia Bay must follow the traveling protocols under the Makah COVID-19 public health protocols. And what we know, and the reason that we want to stress this, is that the most recent outbreak and the cases that we got in June, in the early summer period, were from residents of our community visiting households outside of the community and having that unprotected exposure to those conditions where they contracted the virus. And so we want to just urge everyone, this is a personal choice. This comes down to our personal choices that we have to make when we do travel. So if for some reason you travel outside of the reservation and you know that you visited another household and put those and took those risks, when you come back to the community, it's inherent that you do a 14-day preventative quarantine and monitor your symptoms or monitor your health for any symptoms of any sickness. So that preventative quarantine is definitely will keep everyone safe through this most recent outbreak. Those that went into quarantine were able to contain that and make sure that it didn't spread beyond those people that were involved. And once again, thank you to those people that did do that. They did an excellent job. Um, all non-Makah personal visitors are not allowed to access the Makah Indian Reservation for the duration of this order. Um, we touched on that a couple times already, but once again, the risks are very high out throughout the state and throughout the county. They're increasing and they're projected to get worse over the next few weeks. So we don't want to encourage any kind of travel that way, and people coming into the community from other areas. It's just best to stay in our own homes and try to keep to ourselves as much as possible during this time. We certainly will keep track of what's going on, and we'll reevaluate all of those things. It's an ongoing process, but certainly in a few weeks we'll take a closer look and see if we can make any changes to that in the order. If you have any questions, you can call 360-645-6273. You can leave your name and number, and a staff member will get back to you within a day, regarding this order or anything else around the pandemic. So we want to thank the Makah community for everything that they've done throughout this pandemic and throughout this first Thanksgiving holiday period. The Christmas holiday is coming up upon us, and that's going to be another tough time to have to work through. But we can do this. We can work through that together. And if we need to connect, use technology and social media and all the use your cell phone and other ways to connect with friends and family. So everyone, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. We are in a phase 1. If you want more information and want to see this health order, go to stihc.org. That's stihc.org, and the information will be on there. All right, everyone, take care. God bless. Sure.